In this video, we look at Higher Human Biology, Unit 2, Physiology and Health, specifically Key Area 2, Hormonal Control of Reproduction. In this particular video, we will look at subsections A, Hormonal Control of Puberty, and subsections B, the Hormonal Control of Sperm Production. We will be able to name the hormones which cause the pituitary gland to release its hormones. We will give the two hormones produced by the pituitary gland in males, the two produced by the pituitary gland in females. We'll then, in second subsection B, look at the role of FSH, ICSH, and testosterone in males, and describe how FSH and ICSH are used in negative feedback control of testosterone. In subsection C, in a different video, we will look at the female aspects of FSH and luteinizing hormone. Puberty is a wide-ranging thing that happens to the body. There are many things that are not covered by the higher human course. Pituitary is stimulated by the release of what's called the releaser hormone by the hypothalamus. So the pituitary gland is stimulated to release what is called follicle stimulating hormone, or FSH, luteinizing hormone, or interstitial cell stimulating hormone by this releaser hormone. Males will release the follicle stimulating hormone and the ICSH, and females will release FSH and LH. So both individuals will release FSH. The difference is whether or not in males we produce ICSH or in females LH. So FSH in males promotes sperm production, and ICSH will stimulate the production of testosterone. So we can see the pituitary gland has released FSH. This goes to the target tissue, which is the seminiferous tubules, which we'll remember are the tubules that pass through the testes and carry the sperm. Here it promotes sperm production. At the same time, the pituitary gland has released interstitial cell stimulating hormone, or ICSH. This moves the interstitial cells, which we'll remember are in between the coils of the seminiferous tubule. Here, they stimulate testosterone production. Testosterone has threefold functions. Firstly, while FSH is stimulating sperm production, testosterone aids in this, so it further helps to stimulate sperm production. Its second goal is to activate the prostate gland and seminal vesicles to produce their secretions. So remember from the previous key area that the prostate gland and seminal vesicles aid in the mobility, so the movement, and the viability, so survival, of our sperm. Testosterone's third role is negative feedback control. So high levels of testosterone will be passed into the blood and will move all the way around the blood until it reaches the pituitary gland. If the pituitary gland is exposed to high levels of testosterone, it switches off the production of FSH and ICSH. This negative feedback control stops the production of too many sperm and reduces the loss of energy where it's not required. So high levels of testosterone inhibit the pituitary gland, and then when testosterone is used up and falls low again, this negative feedback control is reduced. So we can see here that we have the pituitary gland releasing ICSH and FSH, and we can see the blood vessels passing in between the interstitial cells and seminiferous tubules. FSH goes to the seminiferous tubules and will promote sperm production. ICSH will go to the interstitial cells and promote the production of testosterone. Testosterone, as we've said, moves from the interstitial cells into the seminiferous tubules to further promote sperm production. Will also go to the pituitary gland for negative feedback and will go to the seminal vesicles and prostate gland to aid in the production of fluids that promote mobility and viability of sperm. So these are the threefold functions of testosterone, function of FSH, and the function of ICSH. So we've looked at the hormones which cause the pituitary gland to release its hormone. So that is the releaser hormone, which is produced by the hypothalamus. The pituitary gland in males will then produce follicle stimulating hormone and interstitial cell stimulating hormone. So this is our FSH and ICSH. In females, we also have FSH. It does a different function, but similar, which we'll talk about in the next video, subsection C. Instead of ICSH, it produces a very similar chemical, which is called luteinizing hormone, or LH. In hormonal control of male sperm production, we have FSH stimulating the production of sperm and ICSH stimulating the production of testosterone in the interstitial cells. Testosterone then further aids in sperm production, moves through the blood to the pituitary gland to act as a negative feedback control, switching off FSH and ICSH productions while it is high in concentration, and thirdfold, it goes to the prostate gland to promote mobility and viability of sperm. Hopefully that makes sense. If there's any problems with that, please do ask your teacher for help.